Hey guys, it's Alex again, back for another video. And in this one, I'm going to talk about how I scrape free leads off Zillow, since I mentioned that I would. This is a really simple process. This is where a lot of your leads are going to come from between Zillow and Craigslist. And I guess without realizing it, the past couple videos I've done have been about scraping. So consider this like a three-part series on how to scrape free leads, which is really the first step, right? You got to generate leads. And the cool thing about our business when you're dealing with lease purchase is you can get leads for free. You don't have to spend money in the beginning, especially. All right, so I'm just going to show you how I filter, how I search, my process for scraping and saving the leads here. It's going to be a short video. As I said, this is pretty simple. So the first thing you want to do is make sure we're doing for sale by owner. You want to unclick the agent, all these others. You want to make sure all this stuff is unclicked. Once you know your criteria, again, I search under 600,000, 3+ beds, at least 1 bath, and we're looking for houses. All right, so that's the criteria. The way I search is through counties. As I mentioned before, I work in 7 different counties because that covers an hour and a half from where I live. You'll have to decide how many counties that is for you, and instead of doing it by the city, I do it by the county. So as you can see, we're in Plymouth County here. There are 14 homes total that are for sale by owner in Plymouth County. My guess is if I were to do all 7 counties, I'd have somewhere around 100. But since I've already had those scraped, what I do from now on is scrape on a weekly basis, right? So every week there's going to be new leads that pop up. You can see this one's 3 days. You can see these ones here that are open. Oh, this is an open house. But once I see 10 days, I know most likely I already have that one scraped, so I could probably stop here. And then all these are going to be, you can sort by how long it's been on Zillow. So if I go to another county that I work in, you'll find this one has 22. All right, so, and I sort by newest to oldest. I can see here 6 days. I can see 16 days. So I'm probably going to stop somewhere around here. When you see open house, you just got to click on it and find out how many days it's been on Zillow, which in this case it's 13 days on Zillow. I most likely already scraped that one. So let's start from the beginning here. This one has been on Zillow for 3 days, so I know that it's probably going to be new, unless this person's advertising on Craigslist, and I might have already scraped it then. All right, so we're in Worcester County, Zillow. Today's the 31st. Sale. Well, actually, I already started in Plymouth, so I'm going to finish off in Plymouth. I'm only going to scrape maybe 1 or 2, just to keep this video short and simple. All right, so I already scraped this one, 3 days old. Then I decided to do a training video, because why not? Let's see how many days this one's been on Zillow. This one's 9 days. All right, so I might already have this one scraped. Again, you want to put, this is what I do. You can have your own information, of course, but I do the county, I do the source where it's from, I do the date I scraped, I do whether it's a rental or a sale, and then here's the phone number. All right, so this one's a duplicate. So I've already scraped this one last week, and which makes sense because it's 9 days on Zillow. So that one in Plymouth was the only one that I had. So just to give you an example of what I did to scrape this one, this is the only new one in this county. Well, you know what? Since that's the only one in that county, I'll do another county. All right, so this is one that I think what we saw was 3 days on Zillow. Yeah, so this is most likely going to be a new one. All right, so Worcester. See, it's loading. This is a new lead. So we scrape the address. I do the city. You want the price, the ask price plus the bedrooms, and I also do the square footage. All right, so price, beds, bats, square foot, all in the same cell. Then we got the Zestimate, the days on Zillow. Sometimes you don't see a Zestimate for whatever reason. Looks like this one, this estimate's 185. It says the list price and the Zestimate are different. It could be because it's in a rural area and they just, the comps are just spread out. So they're asking 269. The Zestimate's 185. There might not be a lot of comps in this area if it's a rural area, or if there are a lot of comps and that's, and this is what Zillow pulls up, then this is pretty much an unreasonable seller looking to just see what they can get for it. I won't know that until I actually do a little more digging after I talk to the seller, things like that. But for now, we're just scraping and saving information. Days on Zillow. The reason I like to save this, of course, is not only to sort new ones from ones that I already have, but also, oh, this is actually a duplicate. My bad. I didn't even realize that. So we might have scraped this one on another site. All right, so let me just check another one. What happened? I don't know how I missed that, but that's why you have the duplicate feature. All right, 5 days on Zillow. This should be a new one. About 80% of the time it is, because most times they don't advertise on Craigslist. All right, so now it's loading. This is a new lead. All right. I guess you have to wait for it to do it twice or whatever. All right, Zestimate here is 329. So you can see here the Zestimate's 329. There's since you see it here and I didn't have to go down here, it means that there's usually enough comps for Zillow to justify that. And 365 is obviously higher than the Zestimate. Keep in mind, what most buyers and sellers are going to see when they're searching for home values, what a property is worth, is this Zestimate right here. So this tells me that the seller has a general idea that it's probably worth somewhere around 330, and they're looking to maximize their profit. So this is someone who might be a little bit unreasonable. Obviously you want to see a seller that's either going to be priced at the Zestimate or below. They're probably going to be easier to deal with most times. But again, I'm just generalizing. I interpret this data more on the next step when we're actually contacting the sellers. For now, we're just scraping. All right, days on Zillow. The reason I like to save the days on Zillow is because when you look at the date, today's the 31st. Who knows, when this lead, let's say I contact a lead, I follow up maybe a month later, who knows, I'm going to know how long it's been on Zillow. So you want to save this, from the date that you got it. I know 5 days ago it was posted on Zillow. It's going to tell me how long it's been on the market for sale by owner. And then the last piece is I saved the website URL. All right, so I'm going to keep this video as short as possible. We're already almost going on 10 minutes. Just to recap, what I do here on Zillow, we filter for sale by owner only, the max price, the minimum beds, and then the bats, and you want to search for houses. I go by county. You can search by city, however you'd like, but I do it by the county. I sort by newest to oldest, and if you do this once a week, you'll know that 6 days ago, this is probably going to be a new lead. Of course, you always want to double check. So if you see something that's 16 days ago, most likely it's going to be an old lead, but you can still double check. And once this shows that it's a duplicate, then all these others are going to be duplicates as well. So you can save you time that way. And yeah, that's it. I've noticed that and this happened organically. I didn't really expect that my past videos were going to be all about scraping and lead generation, but it was kind of like a three-part series on how to generate free leads specifically for lease options. So you now know how to scrape on Zillow. You know how to do it on the MLS once you get access to that, and now you know how to scrape. You also know how to scrape on Craigslist. So that's 3 different sites, 3 different ways to get free leads for your lease purchase business. Really, the first step you need to take. And I hope this has been helpful. All right. If you like this video, if it's been helping you, please please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Click the notification button. I am posting new seller videos, most likely this week. So yeah, thanks for watching. Look out for the next one.